Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour à toutes, bonjour à tous. Le plaisir de vous saluer et de vous accueillir ici à Fontaine-le-Comte, quelques kilomètres seulement de la localité de Poitiers. Évidemment, c'est la Promotion Tour Master Series, quasiment la toute dernière ligne droite. Il reste encore un match avant la super finale très attendue. Deux candidats de renom représentant la Colombie, Jaime Gonzalez, mesdames et messieurs. Et face à lui donc, la dernière chance pour la nation française, Grégory Rius, qui sort d'un superbe match face au vice-champion de Norvège. On va voir un petit peu comment tout ça va s'agencer et on va voir ça tout de suite.
Thank you, Marc Chavet, for that introduction to our semifinal match of the Bowling Promotion Tour QubicaAMF Masters Stepladder. Here you see our number 2 qualifier, Jaime Gonzalez from Colombia, getting ready to take his first shot on the left lane. Gonzalez, 38-year-old, averaged 221.78 in his 18 games of qualifying, second only to Martin Larson. He'll be facing Gregory Rius. Rius coming off a 266-207 victory against Norwegian Halvar Hagen Nielsen. So you got to believe Gonzalez is going to have his hands full with Rius in this match, expecting some fireworks. And here goes Gonzalez. First shot, gets it out to the spot, and oh my gosh, look at that left turn. Gonzalez, of course, throwing reactive resin, whereas Rius staying with that purple hammer urethane. And watch this reactive resin get to the spot, turn left, slow down, go right through the beak for the 4, 6, 7, 10, the big 4. And Gonzalez clearly surprised by that reaction. He says, I just got done practicing on this pair. I didn't see that reaction, but not that big a surprise actually, because we have seen some shots on that left lane especially hit that mid lane and slow down and turn right through the beak, which is what happened to Gonzalez there. I'll be curious to see how he adapts to it. So for the big 4, going for 2, hoping for the bounce out. He does get a pin in the right-hand gutter, but not enough to come out and make the spare. So he'll go 8 out in the first frame, and Rius already with the early advantage. There you see Marc Chavet and Bruno Bidone, your French commentators for these Bowling Promotion Tour matches. My name is Bruce Hall. I'm your international commentator. It's my privilege to call these matches for you. And here is Rius, again with that very familiar purple hammer. And he was in the pocket every shot against Nielsen. Let's see what he does here. And watch the power on this young man. Gets it out to the spot, gets it out to about the 5 board, and turns up into the pocket for a perfect pocket strike. And beautiful start there for Rius. Rius, the 27-year-old Frenchman. And that's right around the 12 board. Gets it out to about 5. Turns up through the pocket. Dead flush. Picks up right where he left off. Let's see what he does on this left lane. Having seen Gonzalez's shot, you got to believe he's already left with his feet a little bit on this lane just because he's already bowled on it. But let's see if that big 4 didn't affect Rius at least a little bit. Have to be a little bit cautious as you approach this drier lane. And that's a good shot. Gets it out to about the same break point, but it comes up late in the pocket. 6 lays in the channel for the week 10. And indeed, with Rius starting his feet further left, gets to the same break point, the ball just turns a little bit late into the pocket. 6 into the channel and leaves the flat 10. So will not be the double for Rius, and it'll give Gonzalez a chance to step up and get back into this match early. And Rius cross lane for the 10-pin and goes into the channel. That will not count. That will be a 9 miss for Rius. And an unforced error. We have seen very, very few of those in this stepladder. Almost every 10-pin made and every other single pin and makeable spare has been covered. Fortunately, Rius throws this one into the channel, and indeed that is 9 out, and that's a gift for Gonzalez because he's back tied in the match now after potentially being down a mark and a double. So let's see what Gonzalez does with his good fortune. Gonzalez, of course, a Colombian. We've seen so many great players from that country. And he gets this one out to the right. It comes up late, and this is the tighter lane. So it's behaving that way. Comes up a little bit late for a flat 10 for Gonzalez. That's right around the 16th board. So he's actually 4 or 5 boards left of Rius, but throwing stronger equipment. So that ball gets down to the break point and makes its left turn stronger than that purple hammer will do. So let's see, Gonzalez cross lane over to the 10 pin. And no trouble on the 10 pin for Gonzalez. We have tie match after 2. We mentioned Colombians. How about Clara Guerrero, famous PWBA star? And how about Andres Gomez, PBA Tour champion? First one in 2012. So Gonzalez in some very good company, has had some international success. He was the 2022 Colombian champion, and he's had a top 10 at the USBC Masters. So Gonzalez, no stranger to international and Colombian competition. Let's see how he makes out now. What move did he make? He's definitely further left, no doubt about that. And he makes the move, comes up late for a ring 10 this time. So only 1 strike in our first 5 shots by these players. And you can see he's definitely deeper. That was around the 18th or 19th board. Turns the corner, looks good on the back end, but that time the 6 wraps around the 10 for the solid 10 leave. And now Gonzalez plastic at the 10 pin. We'll put him in a 1 pin deficit. Indeed, covers the spare, no problem. And here we go. We will see Gonzalez in future matches on this YouTube channel in mixed doubles competition and as part of Team Worlds. This is Gregory Rius's first showing at the Bowling Promotion Tour matches, and we will not see him coming up because he was part of Team Mercury that lost to Team Sirius in their opening match, and he is not part of the mixed doubles final. So this is the last we'll see of Rius, unless he wins, in which case he'll go on to face Marc Larson. And Rius, good shot, another dead flush shot on the right lane. Now let's see if he can put a double together here to take the lead. He's got a 1 pin lead after 3 frames, and that's pretty much a little bit straighter maybe, pretty much though a carbon copy shot of his first shot on that right lane. And he comes up and strikes. This left lane has been the bugaboo. Let's see what Rius does. Do you inch right a little bit and take a chance of the ball screaming through the beak? Do you try to hit it a little harder at the bottom because you have to be deep and go around the oil pattern? Always a challenge when you have that very first shot, throwing out that big 4. And he gets up, throws it out to the pattern, gets it a little bit high in the pocket, but it hangs on to strike. Definitely the advantage of the purple hammer there. That ball did not go screaming through the beak as the reality check would have, so it gets out to the spot that's definitely not as far out as it was, makes the turn a little bit high, takes out the 7 and the 9. I've seen those high hits leave both the 7 and the 9 sometimes, or certainly 9 pins, but Rius, the beneficiary of that mellow back end of the purple hammer, and gets the strike for the double, takes the lead. Now can Gonzalez get himself lined up here? He has yet to strike. Oh, beautiful shot there. That one turned up perfectly into the pocket. And let's see, quite often for seasoned pros, so the first few shots are fishing around a little bit, and then they can get themselves lined up and start throwing some strikes. And let's see what Gonzalez did here. My guess is he's a little bit right. That's right over about 12. Yeah, that's a little bit right of where he was the last shot. Gets it out to the dry, turns up, dead flush, 10 back. And now Gonzalez with a chance to catch up here if he can figure out a way to double. Again, this left lane has been his nemesis so far. Let's see what he does here in his 3rd shot on this left lane. A little bit deep, gets it out to the spot. Sharp turn on the back. and gets the double. That is a seasoned pro move right there by Gonzalez. Moved his feet left, got it out to the spot. Let's see where this ball crosses, if we can see it. Actually, it was in around 17 or 18 board, didn't quite see it. We'll get his reaction. He says, oh, thank you very much. That's right. Make the move, get the strike, catch up in the match. One pin match once again, going into the halfway point. Rius, of course, the owner of back-to-back 300 games. Let's see what he does here. He's been perfect on this lane. He got that one in. Oh, and he gets the nudge on the 10. That ball was at least 2 or 3 boards inside of his last 2 shots on that right lane, and it holds pocket. There's a example of this Gateway Arch 9-to-1 pattern. Look at that ball. That's definitely 2 or 3 boards left at the break point. Just enough in the back for the 6-pin to kick out of the channel and nudge out the 10 for the triple for Rius. And he takes the lead once again. Both bowlers with opens in the first 2 frames. And now we're starting to see some strings of strikes. Let's see if they can keep it going. Rius, 1 match, shot 266. Let's see what he can do here. And gets it out on the dry lane, turns it up, dead flush. These guys have both figured this out now. And that's a 4-bagger for Rius. This is what we like to see. And he's definitely left deeper than I've seen him on any shot on that lane. And he turns up, and beautiful strike for Gregory Rius. And here we go. Now Gonzalez in a 20-pin hole. Let's see what he can do. He needs to put a couple strikes together here just to break even. And here's his shot on the left lane, the tighter lane, gets it out. Oh, look at that sharp turn, but not too much. He comes up and carries the 4 and the 9. Watch this left-hand turn this ball makes. And here's his shot. I mean, he likes the shot, lets it go very nicely. He says, oh, take it easy, don't turn too hard. And it does. He goes, oh, thank you very much, here we go. Watch this left turn at the break point. Zing! Turns left, comes up, carries both the 4 and the 9. And now 1 more strike, and guess what? We're back to a 1-pin match. This is really going back and forth between these great players. As expected, this would be to match the 4-bagger of Rius. Can he get it? Gets it out to the dry, turns up, dead flush. Both players, after struggling for the first couple of frames, come up with 4-baggers here, and we have a match. Back to a 1-pin match. Look at this shot by Gonzalez out to the dry, gets out to those light boards and around the 6 or 7 board. Ball turns up, and perfect strike for Gonzalez. Now Rius says, I'm striking here, but I'm only up by 1 pin. Let's see if I can once again extend my lead. Again, look for mixed doubles and team competition coming up on the same YouTube channel. And once again, Rius a little bit late and mixes them up for the 10-pin. And that could have gone. He had a messenger scream back across the deck. And he says, come on, turn up, tighter lane, doesn't quite get to the pocket. And a little bit late for the mixer 10-pin leave. And now, is he thinking about that 10-pin he missed in the first frame? He did not switch to plastic here. That's interesting. Went with the purple hammer straight at the 10-pin and covers it. So that's a winning strategy there. Didn't want to throw it in the gutter again with the plastic ball. So good cover there by Rius. And now, guess what? We're back to an exactly even match after 7. But Gonzalez with the edge because he's got the strike up. Gonzalez 257 maximum. Rius 247 maximum. So Gonzalez with the edge again because he's got the strike up in the 7th. Rius, another good shot out to the pocket. Rips the rack apart that time. That's the hit he was looking for. Last time we came in a little bit light. And both these bowlers have really figured out this tricky left lane. Gets it out to the spot. Comes up. Look at the 5-pin goes. Head pin goes over. Takes out the 4 and the 7. And just blows the rack. That's just pure power, folks. Coming up through that two-handed style. He says, all right, here we go. Set myself up. 247 maximum for Rius. Now, Gonzalez can really put the hammer down if he can put a couple more together here. See what he does. And pretty good looking shot. Oh my goodness, absolutely perfect dead flush on that right lane. And Rius getting ready to take care of business here. Look at this shot. Right over the 17 board, maybe 16, and look at that perfect break point. He is playing these lanes like a maestro right now. Last 5 in a row after starting with big 4 and 2 10-pins. Next 5 in a row for Gonzalez. A pro game, makes his moves, and string strikes. Can he strike here? That strike gave him the 10-pin lead. Can he strike again? And out to the dry. That's a little bit inside. Oh, dead flush, though. That wasn't as far right as previous shots, but he was in the oil, and he didn't get that crazy back-end reaction like he got in the first frame. He stays in, gets it down the oil, and turns up, and hang on, hang on, hang on. Kaboom! Splits the 8-9. He says, thank you very much. That would be 6 in a row for Gonzalez. And what a game. Here's Rius. Now finds himself down by 20. What can he do? He's in the 9th and 10th. The best he can do is punch for be in the 240s, 247, in which case he could force Gonzalez to double, and he gets the first one, rips the rack. Here we go into the 10th, 10-pin match. Can Rius keep it going? Rius has to finish on that trickier left lane. And there's the shot by Rius out to the dry. He's 4 for 5 on that right lane. Just left that mixer 10-pin. That's all he left there. But a good shot. What will he do in the 10th? What a match. We've seen a lot of nibbling around the pocket, but these guys are not fooling around. They are hitting the pocket and they are striking here in the later stages of this game. And all strikes since the 3rd, except for the one miss by Rius. Unbelievable. And here he goes. Get it out to the dry. Turn it up. Boom! Absolutely perfect 10-back shot by Gregory Rius when he needed it. And now it's one more to put the pressure on Gonzalez in the 10th. And he gets it right out to the spot. Just perfect break point. Perfect 10 back. Splits the 8-9. Rius getting it done here. Once again, 247 possible. And count very important, because if he can double again, get 247, he forces Gonzalez to double to get into the 250s. If he goes double in 9, Gonzalez can get the first one, then go 9 spare for a tie. So really important that he gets this one and then he gets the count. But this is, let's take care of business first. Turn it up, and he slaps the 10 to get the second one in the 10th. And here we are, very important count shot now for Rius. Watch this power. Oh my God. Watch this. Slap 10. He turns it up. Slap 10. Yes, sir. 2 in the 10th. So it was a 4-bagger by Rius, a 10-pin, and another 4-bagger. And now can he fill the frame for 247, forcing Gonzalez to double to take the match? Pretty huge shot here for the fill. Taking his time, taking a little extra time, take a breath. He knows he needs it. Gets it out, turns it up. Kaboom! My goodness, nothing but net for Gregory Rius. What a performance. 266 first game, 247 there, just with that Swisher 10-pin in the 7th. Otherwise, he would have been sheet for 260 again. But what a game by Rius, turning in a 247 performance, forcing Gonzalez to double now to take this match and move on to the final. So it's all about Gonzalez. And on the right lane, this has been the better of the two lanes for him, only because he didn't have that crazy reaction in the first frame, but he's struck on both lanes since then. See how he does. Needs them both. Oh, we got that way out to the dry, and the perfect turn through the pocket for 10 back. Just cool as a cucumber. Jaime Gonzalez. Look at this stroke. Nothing different about this one compared to any of his other shots. Down through the shot. Perfect execution. Right over the 17th board. Turns perfectly through the pocket and absolutely splits the 8-9. 10 back. Now it's one more for Gonzalez to take this match. What a match, folks. Let's see how Jaime can do here. Takes his time, follow the routine, follow the process. Makes the shot, gets to the dry, turns it up, and another perfect strike for Gonzalez. He performs in the 10th to take the match. Now he just needs to keep it on the lane to get into the 250s and defeat a very tough Gregory Rius. What a match. Congratulations to Gonzalez. What a performance. Look at this shot. That is just the epitome of execution under pressure. And he makes the perfect shot. That's right. Get it done. Jaime Gonzalez, what a shot. Two perfect strikes in the 10th to edge out a very tough Gregory Rius. Now he just goes pretty much straight down the middle, right through the perfect shot. And he comes up with a 255-247 victory. What a match. Wow, Jaime Gonzalez, congratulations. We'll move on to the final. He's exasperated. He says, what a match that was. Performing under pressure is Jaime Gonzalez. Congratulations. And let's look at one of his later shots here. And just picture perfect out to the dry. Reality check turns up. Absolute 10 back. That's the winning shot right there. And that's such amazing pressure bowling by Gonzalez. Here's a beautiful shot by Rius. And let's hear from Marc Chavet interviewing Gregory Rius.
Alongside Jack Blythe once again for the post-game analysis. Jack, this was an interesting one, a real nail-biter. It started off in a bizarre way, but it finished off in dramatic style with Jaime Gonzalez getting the final word.
Yeah, I mean, this match was incredible to watch. Yeah, again, I mean, Gregory put in an amazing performance. He carried on his strike train from the first match against Halvar, and he just never looked back. And Jaime, he needed to keep up with the speed, and he did that. And to watch was incredible. And I think Jaime, his ball choice this week has definitely proved him really, really well. He used his reality check in this match, and it just gave him that little back-end reaction that he needed in order to carry the 10-pin, which we know in previous matches has been the clincher in the win, and he came out with a victory, so he should be very, very proud of himself.
Jack, I want to get your reaction on what happened in the final 2 or 3 balls or so. Frame number 10, it all comes down to the defining moment, that second ball of the frame, and Jaime is just able to keep his cool, stay focused, and deliver the goods.
I mean, Jaime has bowled for his country many, many times, and I'm sure that he has been in that position where he has needed to strike for his country in order to win. So he will be used to that kind of pressure situation. But he delivered 2 amazing strikes in order to clinch the match. And then in his final shot in the 10th, he only needed to keep the ball on the lane. So he did a great job.
Jack Blythe, thank you very much. Alongside Gregory Rius of France, he was the last French contender in the tournament, holding the flag proudly. Unfortunately, he landed up against Jaime Gonzalez, who just got the W. I want to get a reaction from the French player. So Gregory, obviously, it's the end of the road for you. C'est la fin de l'aventure pour toi, Gregory. Raconte-nous un petit peu tes impressions de la journée.
Oui, j'ai effectué quelques erreurs au niveau des spares et je vais travailler ça pour revenir plus fort la prochaine fois.
Gregory talking about the mistakes on the spare, a few of those happening in this match, but also in the previous one. He's going to try to fine-tune that for the next match. Also looking at Jaime's performance, I mean, it came down to one of those defining moments, frame number 10. He needed to get the top score, and he managed to find it, getting the strike on a perfect moment. Il y avait ces moments clés du match, notamment la 10e frame, où Jaime devait trouver le strike, notamment sur la deuxième boule, et il a réussi à trouver.
Oui, c'est un joueur de grand niveau, donc je suis heureux d'avoir joué contre lui et d'avoir vécu un match comme ça.
Gregory saying, well, Jaime is a world-class player. It was just an honor and a privilege to battle it out with him all the way, and I'm super happy and super proud of what I was able to do out here today. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
And in breaking news, Martin Larsson has come down with a stomach ailment that makes him unable to compete in our final match. This means that Jaime Gonzalez will be crowned champion of the 2023-2024 Bowling Promotion Tour QubicaAMF Masters Series. I'm sure a great competitor like Jaime would not want to win this way, and we send our best to Martin for a speedy recovery. Marc Chavet is with Jaime Gonzalez.
Alongside Jaime Gonzalez, the winner of the Masters Series, the 14th edition of the Bowling Promotion Tour, here just kilometers away from Poitiers in France. Jaime winning the championship, unfortunately not in the way you would have liked to. Obviously, Martin Larsson going out with food intoxication. As a top-tier competitor yourself, I'm pretty sure you would have liked to have that final match, but nevertheless, you are the champion.
Yes, it's not the way I want the winner the match. I'm so sorry with the Martin Larsson. So I'm happy the winner the Promotion Tour 2023 is the hard tournament. Is the difficult tournament. High games, different bowling centers. I'm very so happy they win this tournament in France.
So it's kind of like a Tour de France in the bowling world, isn't it?
Sorry.
It's like a Tour de France, the cycling race, going from stage to stage, city to city in the bowling world, isn't it?
Yes. It's very difficult to the different bowling center, the lanes, the pros, the parents. It's different sensations. For the bowlings, for the bowlers, different bowling balls. It's too hard to me. Is the different sensations.
Jaime, in a few hours' time, you're going to be leaving France with a whole bunch of memories. What are the things you're going to be walking away with this time around?
Oh, sorry, no understand.
So, Jaime, you'll be leaving France in a few hours' time. What are you going to be remembering the most of your Bowling Promotion Tour 2023?
Oh, the France, the people, the eat is very good. Yes, the table place in the France, the hotel is nice. It's very nice this here.
Muchas gracias. Thank you very much, and congratulations on the win. Thank you. Toutes les bonnes choses ont une fin, mesdames et messieurs. C'est le cas également pour la 14e édition de la Bowling Promotion Tour Master Series, la cérémonie protocolaire officielle. On va pouvoir remettre en compagnie de Damien Golinvaux, représentant QubicaAMF France, la coupe, le trophée, évidemment au vainqueur qui représente la Colombie, vainqueur de la Master Series pour la Promotion Tour édition 2023, le Colombien Jaime Gonzalez. Jaime Gonzalez qui va repartir avec le titre suprême, donc le trophée, la plaque QubicaAMF, transmis à l'instant donc par Damien Golinvaux